The Forrester-Logan war just went nuclear, and the casualties are piling up. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Paul from Steffy Fans, and we need to talk. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. They're absolute legends, carrying this entire narrative journey on their shoulders, looking at you, Steffy Forrester, while others are single-handedly testing my psychological limits. And I am going to call every single one of them out right now. We are bypassing the pleasantries. We are diving straight into the abyss of this corporate bloodbath. Unbelievable, guys. What's going on here? Before we even look at the evidence, just wrap your heads around the sheer, unmitigated audacity of what is unfolding at Forrester Creations. Listen, we all knew the tension between Steffy and Hope was a ticking time bomb, but I didn't expect the explosion to completely obliterate the entire executive floor. Basically, Hope Logan Spencer is officially throwing the mother of all tantrums because she isn't getting her way. Steffy, operating as the flawless, pragmatic co-CEO that she is, has put the Hope for the Future line on hold once again. And honestly, it makes total sense. Steffy is running a global fashion empire, not a charity for bruised egos. But Hope suddenly, she acts like she's been martyred on the altar of haute couture. She is so annoyed with the powers in charge that she has decided to burn the entire building down. Look, I get it. Hope's line is her baby, her legacy, her low-key obsession. Wait, why are we like this? Why do we constantly give Hope a pass when she acts like the universe owes her a dedicated production line? Steffy has made it abundantly clear the line will launch when she decides it's going to launch. End of discussion. That is a major flex from our co-CEO. But instead of taking the note, going back to the drawing board, improving the financial viability of her collection, Hope decides to play dirty. And by dirty, I mean she goes straight to the ultimate weapon in the Logan arsenal, Brooke Logan Forrester. Basically, Hope talks Brooke into demanding her due. Hope literally looks her mother in the eye and convinces her that she deserves to be co-CEO. I am screaming. Honestly, let's unpack this absolute delusion for a second. Brooke Logan, co-CEO of Forrester Creations. Suddenly, Brooke and Hope have convinced themselves that Brooke should be the one working side by side with Ridge, effectively dethroning Steffy. Brooke actually believes that she and Ridge should be the new Eric Forrester and Stephanie Forrester. Okay, stop the tape. Hold everything. Brooke and Ridge as the new Eric and Stephanie. The sheer historical disrespect of that statement is sending me into orbit. Stephanie Forrester is rolling so fast in her grave. Right now she could power the entire city of Los Angeles. Brooke has put a lot into the company. Sure, I'll give her that. She's a legend in her own right. Wait, am I defending Brooke? No, absolutely not. She doesn't deserve Steffi's chair. I mean, she deserves respect, but not the throne. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension. Bring the signal back, let's stick to the script. Listen to me very carefully. Steffy Forrester Finnegan is not going to stand for this. The moment Steffy catches wind of Brooke's little power play, the vibe redlines completely. Steffy is exasperated. She is furious and she is done playing nice. The spoilers are screaming that Steffy is about to demand that Brooke Logan Forrester be fired. Yes, fired. Finally, someone is actually saying the quiet part out loud. Steffy is constantly talking about how well she and her father work together as co-CEOs, and she is 100% correct. They mimic each other, they have the same vision, they are a unified front. Ridge and Steffy are the absolute dream team. There is absolutely no way that Steffy would ever step down and allow Brooke to help lead Forrester. Steffy can barely stand having Brooke anywhere in her peripheral vision, let alone sharing a boardroom table with her. Look, Ridge is caught in the middle of this catastrophic crossfire as always. Ridge might privately agree that if he and Steffy didn't work so well together, maybe Brooke could have a role. But they do work well together. Ridge isn't stupid. He knows his daughter is a visionary. He may want to have Brooke by his side in life, but he isn't about to ask his daughter to step down from the company she bleeds for. Honestly, Ridge and Brooke might be married, but they certainly don't agree on everything at Forrester. Brooke is furious that her daughter has been sidelined yet again, even with Eric back at Forrester. But Ridge knows that business is business. Steffy has made it crystal clear to Ridge Brooke will not have her job. The absolute terminal velocity of Steffy laying down that law is everything I have ever wanted from this show. Basically, this leaves Hope completely cornered, and you know what a cornered Logan does, they jump ship. Hope Logan is finally out. I literally cannot believe this is actually happening. Hope is going to eventually leave Forrester Creations because she is not getting her line back into production on her own timeline. Steffy has completely refused to talk with Hope anymore about this. The door is shut, the discussion is over. And with Brooke failing to secure the co-CEO promotion, Hope feels like she has absolutely no choice but to pack up her organic fabrics and walk out the door. It's a total game changer. The digital footprint of this moment is going to shatter the fandom. Hope is trading the Forrester legacy for a new adventure, and we all know exactly where she is heading. Enter Katie Logan Spencer and the newly launched Logan Fashion House. Suddenly, the pieces are falling into place. Katie has this massive, successful new fashion house, and she has plenty of room to hire new people. Liam Spencer is over there whispering in Hope's ear, hyping her up, choosing the name Hope for her new line at Logan. Honestly, the audacity of Katie piggybacking on Forrester's success is a whole other rant. But right now, my brain is just hyperfixating on the betrayal. Steffy will no doubt see this as the ultimate Logan betrayal. And she is right, it is a betrayal. Hope is taking her name, her brand, and running to the competition because she couldn't handle the word no. Look, the shockwaves of this resignation are going to completely obliterate the landscape. Who will Hope end up taking to Logan with her? This is where the psychic damage really starts to set in. Spoilers are heavily hinting that Zende Forrester might join her as Zende. If Zende defects to Logan, I am going to completely lose my mind. He is a Forrester. But wait, he's been feeling underappreciated too, hasn't he? Suddenly, the Logan fashion house is looking like the island of misfit toys for everyone who Steffy has rightfully put in their place. If Katie poaches Hope and Zende, it is an outright declaration of war. Carter Walton is already running around warning Steffy and Ridge that a massive Logan Forrester battle is brewing, and honestly, Carter's the only one with his eyes open right now. But here's the absolute kicker, the theory that is keeping me awake at 3 a.m., staring at my ceiling and questioning my entire existence. Could Brooke jump ship and move to her sister's company as well? Look, if Brooke gets shut down by Ridge, if she is denied that co-CEO spot, and if her precious daughter is over at Logan building a rival empire, what is keeping Brooke at Forrester will Brooke and Ridge find themselves on opposite sides? Once again, yes. Yes, they will. Because basically, Brooke cannot separate her maternal instincts from her professional obligations. If she feels Ridge is choosing Steffy over her, which he is, and he should, Brooke is going to walk. Honestly, picture the absolute chaos of Brooke Logan walking into Katie's office and saying, "I'm in." Donna is already having a complete meltdown, warning Katie that poaching Hope will destroy their family forever. But Katie isn't listening. Katie is ambitious, she's driven, and she wants that fashion icon status. If Brooke joins them, the Logan sisters will be a unified front against Forrester Creations. It's a major flex for Katie, but it is a lethal crunch for Ridge and Brooke's marriage. How can Ridge sleep next to the woman who is actively trying to bankrupt his daughter's company? Wait, why are we like this? Why do we love the pain? Because the drama is absolute perfection. That's why. Let's do a deep dive into Steffy's psychology right now, because I feel like the writers are finally letting her off the leash. Steffy has spent years trying to accommodate the Logans. She has tried to be the bigger person, but suddenly the gloves are off. When Steffy demands that Brooke be fired, it isn't just about the co-CEO spot. It is years of repressed resentment boiling over. It is Steffy looking at the woman who has caused her family so much pain and saying, "Not today, and not in my building." Steffy's protective instincts over her father, her grandfather's legacy, and her own hard work are hitting maximum energy. I am shamelessly spamming the applause button for Steffy right now. Basically, she is the only one protecting the integrity of Forrester Creations. And what about Hope? Hope's self-righteousness is low-key my biggest obsession to hate watch right now. She legitimately believes she has no basis on which to be issued ultimatums. She thinks she is untouchable. But Steffy doesn't think Hope has the guts to truly quit. Steffy thinks Hope is bluffing. So when Hope actually delivers the news that she is trading Forrester for Logan, Steffy is going to be in for a rude awakening. But you know what? Steffy will recover. Steffy will plot revenge. Steffy will argue that the new Hope line at Logan will confuse buyers with hope for the future. The trademark lawsuits are going to be insane. I can already see the boardroom showdowns, the legal papers being slammed on glass desks. It is going to be high-octane soap opera gold. Look, I am spiraling again, but we have to talk about the Ridge factor. Ridge is the ultimate prize in this tug-of-war, and he always has been. But this time, the battleground isn't just his heart, it's his legacy. Brooke is demanding he choose her vision of the future, them as Eric and Stephanie over his current reality, which is his wildly successful partnership with his daughter. Ridge is going to have to look his wife in the eye and tell her she isn't good enough for the top spot. The emotional ambush of that conversation is going to be devastating. Will Brooke be fired for demanding her due? maybe not officially fired by HR, but she will be marginalized to the point where she has to leave. The humiliation of being rejected by Ridge in favor of Steffy is exactly what will drive Brooke straight into Katie's waiting arms at Logan. Honestly, the more I talk about this, the more my heart rate spikes. This isn't just a storyline. It is a fundamental shift in the entire universe of The Bold and the Beautiful. The Forrester versus Logan dynamic is foundational, but we haven't seen an all-out corporate war like this in years. Katie, Bill, and Liam on one side backing Hope, and potentially Brooke and Zende. Steffy, Ridge, and Carter on the other side defending the fortress. It is a total game changer. The stakes have never been higher. My jittery digital native pulse is absolutely racing. I am sweating just thinking about the promo trailers for this. Basically, we are witnessing the birth of a new era. Hope Logan is out, the safety net is gone. She has to prove that she is an actual fashion powerhouse without the Forrester machinery behind her. And Steffy has to prove that she didn't just make the biggest mistake of her career by letting her top influencer walk out the door. Wait, did Steffy make a mistake? No, absolutely not. Hope was dead weight. Whoa. Chasing those butterflies again. Bringing the signal back, Steffy made the right call for the business, but the collateral damage is going to be catastrophic. The family dinners are going to be absolute bloodbaths. Listen, if you're not strapped in for this ride, you need to check your pulse. The impending fallout is going to hijack every single frame of this show. We're going to see tears. We are going to see betrayals. We are going to see contracts shredded and alliances forged in fire. The sheer magnitude of Brooke thinking she could waltz in and take Steffy's chair is going to be studied in soap opera history classes. And through it all, I will be right here running on zero sleep, documenting every single second of this glorious, messy, unhinged journey. Because that is what we do. We endure the psychic damage because the payoff is just that good. Okay? I need to wrap this up before I actually collapse from exhaustion or my neighbors. Call the cops because I'm yelling about fictional fashion executives at 3 a.m. But seriously, drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Steffy protecting the Empire, or are you somehow inexplicably Team Hope burning it down? Please tell me you guys see the absolute madness of Brooke wanting to be the new Stephanie. I need the hive mind to validate my existential collapse right now. Stay tuned, stay caffeinated, and brace yourselves because the storm isn't just coming, it's already here and it's wearing Logan Couture.